Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
all of you are fine. Walaikum assalam. I hope that you are fine, feeling well, and I hope that you people are giving enough time to your studies. And I
Yes,
hope
sir.
that you have got the idea of the course outline as well. And inshallah, today we are going to start the initial topics. Yesterday we had just introduction with the syllabus and the introduction with the paper pattern, the outline, that what kind of questions will be there, how many sections will be there. We discussed about it. So inshallah, today formally we will start the syllabus as given in the book which has been prescribed by the federal board, and definitely we are going to follow the syllabus of the federal board. So I'm going to share my screen, and first I would like to know the information from you people. Yesterday we have discussed these things that I showed you. So today what we are going to do? Today we are going to have your information, your basic knowledge about these topics which are there in this chapter. Some topics you will find that similar to your earlier grades as well, but they have given some more details about it. And I need participation from you people, whether your answer is correct or not. You, since there are less students, so you can keep your mics unmuted and you can talk to me directly. Okay. So if you talk
Yes,
about
sir.
introduction to the computer, introduction. So what kind of
Yes, sir.
device a computer is? What comes in your mind? Can you define something about it? Can you say something? Yes, students. Digital computer. How do you define the digital computer? What is a computer? Yes, please.
Wait, sir.
This is definition you have been studying from your earlier grades. Yes, please. Just keep yourself unmuted and talk to me. Yes. Yes, Varda, can you say something about it?
Yes, sir. Computer is an electronic device
Good.
in which we give data as input it accepts and
Okay.
results as output it gives.
Okay. First of all, the major thing is
And
that is an electronic device. It is
yes, sir.
an electronic device. We are talking about the digital computer. Keep in mind, we are talking about digital
Digital
computer,
computer.
digital device, digital computer. And when we say computer, so it means that we are referring towards the device which is based on the DC current, digital current. And you know that the DC current is represented by zeros and ones. These are basically the low and the high voltages of current. You know, these are the currents that are
Yes,
there,
sir.
and we represented that there is 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 0. So in this way, basically the data is going to be transmitted. So such kind of devices which are based on the DC current, which are based on the digital current, and these devices are used for calculation. This is also important thing, calculation. We are not going to say that DC fan is a computer. No, DC fan is not a computing device. It is only a fan, but which is running by the DC current. We are saying that it must have DC current on the same way it should use. It should be used for the sake of calculation, for the sake of computation. Computer has been derived from the word compute. Compute means to calculate. What does it mean? To
To
calculate.
calculate.
Calculate. So whenever we are calculating something, what kind of devices are there? Digital devices right now I'm talking about that we use. We use calculator. Don't you use? That
Yes,
is
sir.
a digital device.
We
We
use
use
calculator.
desktop computer. We use laptop computers. We use tabs. We use cell phone. Cell
Mobiles.
phone is a computer system or not? Today's cell phone is a complete computer system.
Computer
Why?
system.
Because it is a computer. All the things are going to happen. There is one input. It is going to process it. then there is a process which is performed by the machine, and then there is output. Even then afterwards you can store the output. You can store this output in your computer system. So all these things are going on your cell phone or not?
Yes.
So
Yes,
all
sir.
the digital devices which are used for the sake of calculation are called computer. Input, process, output, and definitely that output will be stored. Means this is the output, and output will be what we are showing, that the output will be stored. There is input, there is process, there is output, and that output we need to store. So sometimes we store, sometimes we don't store, but normally we store the output whatever after processing we have got. This point is clear or not, students? Kindly give me
Yes, sir.
the feedback. Keep yourself unmuted. Okay. So
Yes,
what
sir.
are the different components? You have to explain. With a traditional digital computer, which is basically a desktop computer, what are these components? Please, will you please? Have you used the desktop
Yes, sir.
computer? Have you seen the desktop computer in your lab? Haven't you?
Yes, sir.
You have. You.
Yes, sir.
What is this component? What is this component? What is this component? Although this is not a primary component, this is a component that you can use when you require. But these are the primary components. What are these components? Keyboard, mouse, all these components are the primary components. But in these components, system unit, why we are calling it system unit? Can you tell me about it? What do we call it normally in general life? What do we call it?
CPU.
CPU. We call it CPU. But this name is basically a misperception, a wrong perception. Basically, there is a chip inside. There is a small chip inside.
Chip.
There is a chip which is
Yes, sir.
called CPU, which is processing chip. And this chip is having so much importance in the whole machine. So that's why we started calling it CPU. But this is actually
CPU.
not the CPU. This is not the CPU. This is SU. This is SU. SU means this is system unit. What is written over here? System unit. So this
System
is
unit.
SU
Yes,
means system unit. Since there is an important chip which has got so much importance, which is used for the sake of processing. So that's why we started calling it. What did we start? We started calling it CPU.
CPU.
Name is SU. The rest of the names you are
SU.
well aware. I don't think so. You are well aware about it. Keyboard, mouse, all these
Yes.
devices are there.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If we go to the next slide, CPU, this system unit, is the most important component. What is there inside? What is there inside the system unit? What are the components? These components are very important on which we are going to emphasize now. If you go to the next slide, if you come here, if you go to the next slide is describing you some major components. And it is also one of your practicals. You will be provided the motherboard or the system box, and you will be asked that which component is this? Which component is this? Which component is this? Can you tell me that what is the name of this component? Can you tell me that what does it show? What is this? Such kind of practical will be there. Such kind of practical will be there, and the practical will be for what? Practical will be for identification. Identification of what? Identification of components. You will be provided, and you will be asked that you have to define that what component is this. Are you getting this point or not? Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
First of all, the major component over here, if we see over here, the major component in this scenario, although we are going to study all the components on the motherboard, but I just want to show you this thing over here, that the major component is basically the system box, also called system box of computer. Okay, system box of computer. Okay, system box, also called casing. What do we call it? We also call it casing. Is it casing or not? This is the casing. Inside the casing, there is motherboard. This is the motherboard. Inside the casing, there is power supply. Inside the casing, there are some other components. Just like if I go to the power supply, then you can see that this is inside the casing. Power supply is inside the casing, which converts the AC current into DC current for the sake of usage by different components of the computer system. Okay, so
yes, sir.
this is basically a motherboard sample, a large motherboard which is showing you all the components. I will give you, inshallah, such kind of images, inshallah, in your Google Classroom, and all the material will be provided to you. You don't need to worry about it. So these are the system box components. These are the components which are there in the system box. If you write over here, let's suppose if I say that what are different system box components. So you will say system unit components. Okay, you'll be able to see the image where you will be able to understand that what are the different things available. Power supply is there, motherboard is there, IO channel is attached at the back. At the front, you will say that DVD is attached, DVD ROM is attached, DVD writer is attached. In early system, there were, floppy drives were there. When we were students, when we were in school, we used to use the floppy drive. At that time, USB was not common. So when I came in college, then the USB was introduced. So then there was floppy drive, there were such kind of thing, hard diskette is there inside, PATA cables are there, which are there to connect different storage devices, just like CD-ROM. This is wide cable, this wider cable is there. You can see over here, this is called PATA cable.
Yes, sir.
These are the major components. You must know their names. So I'm going to give you detail, about it. You don't need to worry about it. We're going to discuss about all these components. We will discuss. One chapter is there in which we are going to discuss each and every component and their purpose and their functions. All these components will be there. Now, what is meant by data processing cycle? So we have gone through this thing. Input is there, output is there, processing is done by the computer system, and definitely we will have input devices, output devices, processing devices, and even storage devices. So this paragraph is describing about the same thing. Can anyone just read this paragraph? Keep in mind that reading the textbook, this activity will be very less in my class, because now you are mature. So in higher grades, it is not the case that, especially in sciences, it is not the case that we are going to read each and every line. I'm going to explain it, and you can read it yourself. Okay, I'm going to explain it. Explanation is more important. It happens normally in literature that this teacher asks the student to read it. But anyway, but there will be some reading as well. So can you read it for me, the two paragraphs over here, kindly?
Sir, introduction to computers. Yes.
Yes, Varda.
A computer is an electronic device that accepts data as input, performs operation as processing on data at very high speed, and produce the result as output. It is a programmable machine that executes a programmed list of instructions that it is provided. Computers are composed of the central processing unit, CPU, input devices, output devices, secondary storage, and communication devices. The CPU is the main component of a computer that interrupts and executes instructions. A digital computer is a machine that can solve problems for people by carrying out instructions given to it. A digital computer consists of an interconnected system of processor, memories, and input-output devices. A simple computer system is shown in figure 1.1.
Okay. Good. So nothing is there which is not clear to you. These are the basic definitions that computer system is basically a device, the device which is used for the sake of calculation. There will be input, there will be process, and there will be some output. And of course, input, output, and process, when we do it, we have got some result which is output. And this output is going to be stored. We need to have storage devices. Inside the system, there are different components available, as I have shown you. I have given you only the introduction of that, as I told you that there are a number of things that we are going to discuss. Now, computer devices. What are different types of devices which are available over here? What are computing devices? Where the role of the calculation is there? Where the role of the calculation is there? Just like take the example of digital microwave. Does it use for the sake of calculation? Do we use it for the sake of calculation? No. In normal ways, we are not going to use it for the sake of calculation. The thing over here, the important thing over here is that we can set some temperature, some time. That is basically the calculation. Don't you think that some calculation is there when we are making food? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Don't you think there is some calculation or not?
So there is some calculation when we are making something.
Yes, there is some calculation that we take some time, we set some temperature, and then we cook it for a
Yes, sir.
specific time. So this thing is very important for us, that we need to understand that there is calculation involved in it. Okay, so calculation will be there. There is calculation over here in the microwave even. What about the washing machine? Can you tell me something about washing machine? Washing machine. Is there any calculation involved? Why there is some display given in the digital washing machine?
Yes, sir.
Why?
We have to so when we wash clothes, we have to set time.
Okay. Okay. Good.
And there is
That's
on
why.
and off.
Now this
also.
mechanism, this digital mechanism is there in any machine, any device, just like patient monitoring system is there, some toy, electronic toy is there. So there is any computerized chip available. Whenever there is such kind of chip available, but I'm saying there is some computer chip available. This chip is called firmware. This is called firmware, where there is some written program which is being used for the sake of calculation. So then this type of device is basically a digital device. Okay, but it is not purely a computer, but there is some computation done. So that's why this is basically a hybrid machine. These are basically the hybrid machines. Okay, so there would be some firmware, just like firmware is there in the washing machine, firmware is there in the microwave, in digital clock. Okay, ATM machine, it is connected with the computer system, and ATM machine has got its own operating systems most of the time, and own software in which you are going to interact with it. Calculation is there. When you are entering some amount, you are able to get the same amount. Similarly, you can give any request for balance check, balance inquiry, statement, e-statement, bill payment, mobile top up, any kind of thing that you are going to do, and the amount will be subtracted from your account, and the same thing will be paid accordingly as you have mentioned.
Yes, sir.
This point is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cell phones, definitely cell phone is nowadays is basically even more powerful than the mainframe computers of that time, because they have got modern mechanism. Now these type of devices that we are talking about, where there is some chip, just like I mentioned about this washing machine, similarly microwave, digital clock, these are called basically embedded computers. There is a chip inside them. There is basically a chip. Okay, this is called embedded machine. This is embedded machine. Why? Because there is a chip which has got a written program on it, which is working for you and which is giving you the desired output according to your requirement. Whatever you want to set, the time, duration, temperature, whatever the statistics you are going to set over there. So these devices basically are the examples of the hybrid devices. If you go to Google and if you say that digital embedded machines, embedded machines examples, if you will see that system examples, so you will be able to know, as I have shown you in your book, there are a number of examples where there are embedded systems. There are embedded systems in the cars, speedometer of car is there, which is showing you the speed of the car. Okay, similarly, embedded systems are there nowadays for the televisions, for the other home appliances, digital watches, electronic calculators, GPS systems, fitness centers, trackers, machines. In these all devices, there is some embedded chip. There is a chip inside the machine that is working for you and giving you the desired output. I hope that this point is clear about. I hope that this point is quite clear. Quite
Yes,
clear
sir.
or not? Firmware.
Yes,
I
sir.
have told you one terminology which is basically the firmware. So firmware is clear to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Firmware. What is meant by firmware?
What,
Yes,
sir?
firmware. I had explained you 1-2 minutes before that written chip is called a firmware.
Firmware. Yes, sir.
Yes, what is meant by firmware? What is meant by hardware? What is meant by hardware?
Sir,
Firmware
what are you
is,
saying? Can you say it again?
yeah, now I am going to explain you. Just listen. Written program. Written program. Where you are writing that program? Written program in a chip. In a chip.
Chip.
Is called
Firmware.
firmware. And mostly you will see that you are being provided a display as well. There will be a display. There will be a display given to you to see the output, to set the values. There would be some display given in that device. Examples, what examples I gave you? Microwave. You can see
Microwave.
in your book, microwave is given. Digital washing machine. We
Yes,
are not
sir.
talking about
Digital
normal washing machine.
machine.
No, manual washing machine.
Digital
No,
washing machine.
digital washing machine only. You know, this is common in your
Yes, sir.
country, in your city. This is commonly used, digital washing machine. Similarly, we have got other devices just like ACs. In AC, there is display or not? Do you set temperature in ACs or not? So there
Yes,
is a
sir.
firmware. Can you see the display in the AC or not? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
So it means
Yeah.
that there is a firmware. There is one firmware given in AC. There is one firmware given in the microwave, in the digital washing machine, in the AC, in the digital watches. Digital watches. Okay. Similarly, nowadays we have got monitoring systems. You know, devices are available for blood pressure measurement, sugar measurement. You know, have you seen
Yes,
those
sir.
devices or not?
Yes, sir.
Monitoring systems, small monitoring systems available inside the houses. So these
Yes, sir.
devices which are used to measure the vital signs, medical devices. I'm giving you the example of sugar machine. I'm giving the example of blood pressure, digital blood pressure machine. Have you seen or not?
Yes, sir.
You would have seen. If not, you can just go to Google and mention over here sugar testing. It will also have a display. It will take the input, but it will calculate the answer for you and it will show you on the display. It means there is firmware inside. What does it mean? It means that there is firmware inside. Similarly, if you type over here, blood pressure testing machine. Nowadays, these type of blood pressure testing machines, which are digital
Yes, sir.
in nature, these are being used. You would have seen in your neighbors or in your relatives or somewhere, you would have seen. Commonly available in the hospitals nowadays. And this type of device has got some chip inside, which is doing basically that processing. You are giving the input, it is processing it and giving you the output, giving you the reading for the output. Getting this point or not?
Yes,
I
sir.
hope this is clear. Now come to the basic operations of computer. Basic operations of computer. What are the basic operations of computer? That is basically the definition of the computer. Basic operations, all the basic operations of computer, you will see over here that these are there in the definition of computer. These basic operations of computer are going to construct one cycle, which is called data processing cycle. Are you getting this point? This is called
Yes, sir.
this
The
is
data
called data
processing
processing
cycle.
cycle. Data will be going inside the computer system. It will be processed and the cycle will
Processing.
be completed. Data processing cycle is a series of steps carried out to extract useful information. At the end, what you will get? You will get the output. You are going to have the output and
Output.
you can even store that output. So what are the important terms over here? There would be some input, there would be some process, there
Yes.
would be some output,
Would be
and you can
output
even store that output.
store.
So this is basically the definition of the computer. But when we say that these are the steps and we are following these steps, so what we are going to call it, this is going to be called data processing cycle. In your book, if you will see basic operations of the computer system, okay?
Yes, sir.
Basic operations of the computer system, and we know that data will be input, but we are giving input over here. We are giving the data over here. So data will be given over here as an input. Fine. Similarly,
Yes, sir.
what will be the process? Process means the work done. Work done by CPU. This is called process. The work done by CPU on the computer system is basically the process. This is the process. Then what is the output? Output
information.
Useful information. Yeah, useful information. Useful information would be the output.
Output.
And that information will be stored inside the storage media. Okay, are you getting this point or not?
Yes, sir.
So if we see over here, can you read me? Who has read before? Varda had?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Moizna. Moizna, can you please read it? Basic operations of computer, quickly. Yes, please.
Any computer system records.
Loudly, a bit loudly.
Any computer system.
Get nearer to the mic.
Okay. Any computer system, regardless of its size, is capable of performing the following basic operations, which are shown in figure 1.3. Input operation. Accepting data for processing from an input device. Processing operation. Performing arithmetic and logical operation. Arithmetic operations include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, while logical operations include comparison of different values and decision making. Output operation, sending results to an output device. Storage operation, writing data to a storage device such as hard disk or USB flash drive. The purpose of a computer system is to accept data, process it, and as a result of processing, produce output in the form of useful information. The input unit of computer presents data to the processor for processing. The results of processing of the data are displayed on the monitor screen, printed on paper, or sent to any other output or storage device.
Okay, fine. So it means that data will be input and the storage process will be done by the computer system. Output will be basically the useful information, and the storage will be done accordingly. So over here, you will see that data processing cycle is this series of steps carried out to extract useful information from raw data. Although each step must be taken in order, the order is cyclic. The output and the storage stage can lead to the repeat of the data collection stage, resulting in another cycle of the data processing. Means this cycle will be going on. Input, process, output. Input, process, output. And wherever storage is required, the storage will also be done. Wherever the storage is required, the storage will also be done. So this cycle will be a continuous cycle. Whenever we are performing anything on the computer system, the cycle will be continued. Okay, these all points are clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Fine. Data, if you will go and if you will Google in the YouTube data processing cycle, you will be, I'm not going to play the videos right now, but I'm telling you that we will be sharing inshallah in our upcoming classes. We have to see some videos as well, very short videos. There would be very short videos that we are going to see. So you should also search all these topics in the YouTube as well and try to learn something out of it. You have to learn something out of it, that what is basically the meaning of a particular term. Data processing cycle, how does it perform? What does it do? What is the purpose of data processing cycle? So it will give you more knowledge about it, and you will be able to understand all these things quite easily. Okay, right now I'm just going to run a very short video. I think it is in English.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
This is also called information processing cycle. Also called information processing cycle. The information processing cycle is a set of steps that computers follow to retrieve, process, and data according to instructions, display the results. There would be some input, processing, and output, and definitely the storage will be there. Input will be done by the input devices, commands just like we give by mouse or keyboard, and the input will be given in terms of data to the computer system, which will be the raw material, and the processing will be done inside the computer system. Inside the system unit, as I have already shown you that there are different components on the motherboard which are going to process the data, especially the central processing unit, and that input will be given by a specific port to the computer system, and then the process will be done. You will get the information outside the computer system, and that information system will be stored inside the storage media. The same process is going to happen in all types of computers, whether it is a mainframe computer or it is a supercomputer or it is any type of computer. In each type of computer, the same type of process is going to happen. These all points are clear to all of you? I hope so.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me show you one more video over here.
cycle. Equipment can be classified into 5 different categories.
This voice is clear to you? You are able to listen or not?
Input, output, storage, and processing.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Input devices are equipment used to get
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
mouse and microphone are examples of input devices. Can you think of input devices on your own? Processing devices are equipment used to change data into information. Some examples of processing devices are motherboard and microprocessor. Would a chip be a processing device? Memory devices are equipment used for permanent or temporary storage of your information and data. 2 examples of memory is RAM and ROM. Do you know what these acronyms stand for? Storage devices are equipment used to save your data or information. Some examples of storage devices are hard disk and DVD. Can you think of any others? Output devices are equipment used to get your information out of the computer. Some examples are a printer, monitor, and USB drive. Can you think of any others? Sometimes a piece of equipment can fall into more than one category. For example, a USB drive is an input, storage, and output device. Can you think of any others? Now that you understand the different categories computer equipment can be sorted into, let's start.
I hope that all these points about data processing cycle are now clear to all of you. Similarly, if you will
Yes,
go
sir.
to search for the hybrid computers or embedded systems, even for embedded systems, you know what are embedded systems? Embedded machines, embedded systems. Can you tell something about it?
Sir, about embedded computers.
Yes. What are the different examples we have seen for the embedded computers, where there is a digital
Sir,
display, there is a processing mechanism? Yes, please.
Sir, in embedded computers or any machines, there is a chip.
There would be a chip. What it is called?
Firmware.
Firmware. There is a chip which is called firmware.
Firmware.
Okay, good. These are called embedded systems, embedded machines.
Yes, sir.
Want to increase sales? Try Bitrix 24.
Okay.
Embedded system. That implies it's embedded, meaning some items put together are called embedded systems.
You know, in embedded systems, the input mechanism will be normally the input mechanism will be there and the output mechanism will be there, but processing will be done digitally, and output, for the sake of output, you will be provided the display. These systems are called embedded systems, just like I gave you the example of digital washing machine, blood pressure equipment. I gave you the example of microwave, AC, all these examples. I hope up to here all the points are clear. Fine. I will give you inshallah some links of the videos as well that you will see. You will watch. Fine. You will watch or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We'll watch.
Okay, fine. So now our class time is now about to over. If you have got any question, you can ask me right now. Anything. Have you got any question? Nothing. All the points are clear. So I will give you this data inshallah in your Google Classroom. I hope that all the students are well aware about their Google Classroom, their Google Class code. You people are well aware that this is your Google Class code where you will be receiving your data, whatever we have studied, the material, the video links, and the video lesson that I teach you. That video lesson would also be available. Fine. Thank you so much, all of you.